Cassie Bauman. I have my client here today. She had a total hip replacement using the anterior approach, and she's also non-weight bearing on her right leg. So we're going to do transfer from bed to wheelchair, and we also have the walker here with us. Hi, ready to get out of bed and into your wheelchair today?
Yes.
Alright, so since you have anterior approach hip replacement, I'm going to ask you to be mindful. You cannot do any leg extension, so no putting your leg back.
Okay.
You cannot be spreading your legs apart far from each other, no hip abduction.
Okay.
And please be sure to make sure your toes stay pointed up just like this or slightly inwards, because we can't have your toes pointing outwards for your safety and for the protocol of your hip replacement. Okay?
Alright.
So with that in mind, so before I remove the patient at all, I'm going to have the wheelchair nice and close and lock the brakes and get the footrests out of the way, but have them in reach so they're not in the way for the patient. I'm going to have you first starting to roll onto your side so that we can start to get you up. So yeah, reach over with this and bring your leg, keeping your toes pointed forward. Alright, so we're on our side. I'm going to ask you, can you support yourself up on this right arm here? Prop yourself up at all?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that. Be careful. Alright, that's great. So now I'm going to help support you down here, and I'm going to swing your legs, and you're going to push up with this arm as much as you can.
Okay.
And so we're sitting up. And just be mindful, when we get up, you cannot touch this right leg onto the ground. I'm gonna help you make sure that doesn't touch the ground. It's non-weight bearing.
Okay.
Alright. And no spreading the legs apart at all. Don't spread them apart when you're sitting up.
Okay.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. So now I have your leg. You can rest that on my foot, but try not to put that on the ground at all.
Okay.
And we have gait belt.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on you for safety and just hold yourself up.
Okay.
Oh, there. Okay, so I'm going to keep this leg from touching the ground. You're going to scoot yourself forward so this other leg can touch the ground.
Okay.
One hip at a time, and use your arms to push yourself forward while you're leaning forward, no leaning back.
Okay.
So go ahead, scoot forward, one hip at a time.
Okay.
Good, your foot's on the ground. And we have your walker here that you're going to use to hold when you're standing up. So make sure you're leaning forward the whole time for that hip flexion. Keep your toe pointed forward.
Okay.
And keep your legs closer together.
Okay.
It's neutral. So when you're ready, you're going to push up off the bed with your hands and leaning forward. When you're standing, hold on to the walker for support.
Okay.
So I'm going to just help you just like this. And when you're ready, 1, 2, 3. Hold on to the walker.
Okay.
And stand up for me.
Okay.
Good. Good, not touching the ground. And now you're going to scoot with keeping your foot pointed forward and not spreading your leg apart at all. You're going to scoot so your butt's facing the wheelchair.
Okay.
Good. And with your arm, you reach back, feel the wheelchair.
Alright.
You can reach back with this arm too. And slowly lower yourself down. Good.
Okay.
And I'm going to get the footrest right away and put it under this leg to keep that up right away.
Awesome.
And then the other footrest Keep your legs up and make sure you're leaning forward. Scoot back in the chair.
Okay.
Right. And we're ready to go.